see the geography lesson number 5th. We will have the revision of this lesson, natural vegetation and wildlife. So, what is natural vegetation? So, we see what is natural vegetation? Plants that grow naturally without the interference of man. Those plants which are growing naturally without any interference of man adapt themselves to the limitations of man. And they try to adapt themselves. So, whatever the adaptation, maybe adaptation of having less water or adaptation towards the sunlight. So they adapt themselves, make the changes according to the conditions, and they adapt themselves to the natural environment. And left undisturbed by humans for a long time is called natural vegetation. And those are left undisturbed, means no disturbance is there by the humans for a long time. That is natural vegetation. And the examples are the forest, the natural growth of plants, shrubs, trees, shrubs, creepers, and grassland in a region is known as forest. Now, the forest consists of what? The natural growth of the plants, the shrubs, trees, small creepers, then grasses. All these are found in a region, and that region is known as forest. Forests are the natural habitat of animals and birds. So, the forest is a very natural habitat for all the animals and the birds. They are living in the forest. They help in maintaining the balance of environment. This forest helps in maintaining the balance of the environment, that is eco-balance. The growth of natural vegetation depends on two important factors. Those important factors, which are those? Those are sunlight and rainfall. These two are the very important factors for the growth of natural, for the growth of any vegetation. Topography, climate, and soil also affect vegetation. Topography means the type of land, climate you all know, and soil, and which what type of rich in it is a fertile soil or it is less fertile soil. It depends upon that also. The growth of plants depends on these factors: topology, climate, and soil. Density of trees and type of vegetation. Forest change according to the changes in these factors, climate. So density of trees means the thickness of the forest. Suppose the forest is more thick, and the type of vegetation, somewhere the forest may be very thick, somewhere the forest may be less, density may be less, means it may be less thick. So it changes according to the changes in the factors, that is the factors like climate, climatic condition of that particular area. It depends upon the climatic conditions of the particular area, how the forest will be there. Depending on the vegetation and type of forest, type of wildlife also differ. Obviously, how the vegetation is there, how the type of forests are found in that region, particularly on that type only the wildlife will also be there, because forest is the natural habitat of the wildlife. So it depends upon the forest. The wildlife also depends upon the forest. Brazil, now we will see the Brazil vegetation. In Brazil, rainfall varies due to its growth. Now we have already seen in Brazil how the climatic conditions are variety of variation in the climate. So the rainfall is having rainfall varies due to the physiography. In most part of the equatorial region, it rains throughout the year. So in the equatorial region, in that part, it rains throughout the year. Throughout the year, it is raining. As one moves away from the equator, the number of rainy days as well as amount of rainfall reduces. So as the region moves away from the equator in Brazil, the rainy days means the rainfall is less. The amount of rain is also less, and the rainy season also becomes small. The duration becomes small. This affects the life of the vegetation too. So this affects the life of vegetation. The rainfall, the amount of rainfall, and how much the period of the time or duration of the rainfall affects the life cycle of the vegetation. Now we see the types of forest in Brazil. Now the first type we will see, that is the equatorial forest. It is also called as evergreen forest or tropical rainforest. Same forest has been given the name. That is equatorial forest, evergreen forest or tropical forest. Now due to abundant sunlight, sufficient rainfall, means abundant sunlight means maximum sunlight is there, sufficient rainfall is also there. We find evergreen forest in the Amazon basin. As in the Amazon basin, we have seen that sunlight is more, then rainfall is also sufficient for the growth of the trees. So there is evergreen forest is found in the Amazon basin. They receive more than 2,000 millimeters of rainfall. So here 2,000 millimeters of rainfall is received. There is a thick growth of vegetation because of hot and humid climate. Thick growth of vegetation is there because of the hot and humid climate that is suitable for the growth of the vegetation, that is the plant. Thus, these forests consist of all trees with broad leaves. The trees are with a broad leaf. The trees density is so high that they have to compete in order to get sunlight, and so they grow tall. So the density means the thickness of the forest is so much that the trees have to compete. They have the competition among themselves to get the sunlight. So in order to get the sunlight, they grow taller. Some trees are as tall as 90 meters. So some trees are so much tall, we can see the height is about 90 meters. Sunlight does not reach the ground as branches of trees block its penetration. Obviously, the thickness of the forest is so much dense it is, so the sunlight is not able to reach the ground. It blocks there only the sunlight is absorbed. So the penetration of the sunlight is not, and it is not reaching the ground. Therefore, it is dark in the lower portion of the forest. So because the sunlight is not reaching the land ground state, there is in the lower portion. One finds only parasite plants in this zone. As a result, only parasite plants are seen in this zone. Rubber, mahogany, rosewood, paw Brazil, etc. are found here. There are as many as 40,000 species of orchids in this forest. So you can see parasites, only parasite plants are seen. Then rubber, mahogany, rosewood, paw Brazil, etc. These are found over here. Then different 40,000 species of orchids are found in this forest. Yellow orchid plants grow on the other trees. Hardwood of the trees, marshes, unhealthy and sticky climate, innumerable insects, frequent floods, lack of transport routes, etc. are the factors due to this commercial utilization of this place has limitation. Even human settlements are few in this area. So because of the marshy land, unhealthy climate, the climate is not good for health, and the sticky climate is the frequently falling sick. Then innumerable insects, many different types of insects are there. Then floods, most of the time the region is flooded. Then transport system is not good. Because of these factors, this place is not utilization of this place has limitation. Means it is not that much utilized because of the transport system is not good over here. And human settlement is also very few in this region because of all these reasons. The climate is not good, then the frequently floods are there, then the transport system is not good over there. Frequency is very less. Now, second type is tropical grassland. These grasslands are called savanna, and they occur where rainfall is moderate between 900 to 1500 millimeters. So, second type is tropical grassland. These are also known as savanna grass, and their where they are found in the moderate range of 900 to 1500 millimeters. The savanna is rolling grassland with scattered trees and shrubs. So you can see in the picture, the savanna is a rolling grassland. Grassland is rolling and scattered trees means trees are very few. Somewhere here one, two trees, there one, two trees. The thick density is very less. And shrubs means small plants, you can say small plants. The next one is temperate grassland, found in areas receiving 600 to 1200 millimeters of rainfall. So here, the rainfall is between 600 to 1200 millimeters. Here, the temperate grasslands are found. They are found in temperate regions. They are called pampas in Brazil. Now, location extreme south of Brazil. So you can see there in the picture, in the map of Brazil, the extreme south, that is the yellow downside, yellow color. You can see here downside pampas is shown over there. So extreme location is extreme south of Brazil. These are located. As these grasslands are colder and drier, the grasses here are shorter and less dense than those in the tropical grassland. As the grasslands are colder and drier, the amount of moisture is less, but the coolness is there, and the grasses are shorter over here, and they are very less. Means the thickness is less, and these are less density is found than the tropical grassland. Trees are almost absent here, so you can see there are no trees in this grassland. Now the next one is fourth one is wetland. It is a natural area and the world's largest tropical wetland area. So it is a world's largest tropical wetland area and the world's largest flooded grassland. And also it is the world's largest flooded grassland. And rainfall between 1000 to 1300 millimeters. So rainfall is more over there. South direction. So you can see in the map there, southwest, in the southwest it is marked. You can see there. Mostly within the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso do Sul, but it extends into Mato Grosso and hello.
Yes, ma'am. Screen not visible.
Yes, ma'am, I'll continue. Not visible. Wait,
No.
wait. Now, ma'am, visible?
No, ma'am.
Hello?
No.
No? No. Wait, ma'am.
Now visible.
Now visible?
No.
No?
No.
Capacity to provide important goods and which are providing service to the peoples and nature. So causes of degradation, what are the causes? Illegal smuggling of wild animals, slash and burn agricultural deforestation, pollution. So these are the reasons why the degradation has happened. So what are the effects? Many endemic species are on the verge of extinction. So many species are on the verge of extinction. So now subsistence agriculture. Now what is subsistence agriculture? This type of farming is practiced. It is practiced on a small patch of land. A patch of land is cleared by slashing, cutting the trees. Means a small area is selected and it is then the trees are cut from that area and burnt. Then the trees are burnt. The ash is then mixed with the soil and the crops to increase its fertility and kill unwanted plants and diseases. When the soil loses its fertility, then the land is abandoned and the cultivators move to new plots. So this is practice that the small land is piece of land is selected, the trees are cut from there and they are burned so that when they are after burning the ashes in the soil so that it will increase the fertility. The soil will increase the fertility and whatever unwanted plants are there, insects are there, they will be killed away. And then it is used for the agriculture, growing the plants. And after many days, many years or when the period of time the fertility of the soil is reduced, then they move to another piece of land and do the same procedure. This type of farming mainly depends on monsoons and natural fertility of soil. So this type of farming is mainly depend on monsoon, how the rainfall is and natural fertility of the soil. Crops are as per the substability of the environment condition and crops are grown according to the climatic conditions of that particular area. So through the technique, the farmers got just grows enough to fulfill the needs of the farmer. So through this procedure, the farmer is growing the crops and fulfill only is able to fulfill his family needs. This type of farming is also called slash and burn agriculture. Slash and burn agriculture is also known as shift cultivation. So it has got the name slash and burn. Why? Because the trees are burned, and it is also called as shifting cultivation. Why? Because after a period of time, the plot of land is shifted to another land. Slash and burn agriculture is known by different names in the world. The different names are given to this type of agriculture. Wildlife of animals. Like its flora, India is also rich in its fauna. So now we will see the wildlife of India. We have seen this wildlife. Like its flora, India is also rich in fauna. The elephants are the most majestic animal among the mammals. They are found in the hot and humid forest of Assam, West Bengal, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. So you can see the elephants are found in the hot and humid forest. So these are the states that is Assam, West Bengal, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. These are the states where these animals, these elephants are found. Arid areas of the run of Kutch and the Thar deserts are the habitats of wild ants and camels respectively. So in the areas of run of Kutch and the Thar desert, the wild ants and camels are found over there. The Himalayas harbor a hardy range of animals which survive in extreme cold. So the Himalaya is having those animals only which are able to survive there are found. There are rare snow leopards are found there. Very rare animals are found. That is the snow leopards we found there. The thus freezing high altitudes are a home to yak. So Ladakh very low temperature on the altitudes the yak is found over there. So these two animals you can see in the Himalayas. Leopard and yak, snow leopard and yak. The bison is a native of the deciduous forest region in Maharashtra. Deer, antelopes, and monkeys are found in the peninsular region. So This one is found in the digital forest region of Maharashtra. Then deer and antelopes and monkeys are found in the peninsular region of India. India is the only country in the world that has both tiger and lion. The natural habitat of Indian lion is the Gir forest in Gujarat. So India is the only country which is having both the species, that is the tiger and the lion in the world. So India is having both the species, the tiger and the lion. The natural habitat of Indian lion is found in the Gir forest in the Gujarat. Tigers in the national animal. Tiger is the national animal of India. Are found in the Sundarban, decidual forest of Madhya Pradesh, and at the foothills of Himalaya. So the tigers are found in Sundarban, then Madhya Pradesh, and foothills of Himalaya. In the rivers, lakes, coastal areas, turtle, crocodile, that is the crocodiles here found out with the blunt nose, mugger it is called, and gharials, that is long nose, are also found. So the crocodiles are found of two types. One is with the blunt nose and it is with the long pointed nose. And turtles are also found. Now you can see in the picture the peacock, Indian birds, then kingfisher, peasants. Bird like in India is colorful. Peacock is the national bird of India is peacock. Indian birds, kingfisher and peasant. Ducks, parakeets, cranes, and pigeons are some of the birds inhabiting the forest and wetlands of the country. So these are also some of the birds found in India, which is parakeets, cranes, and pigeons. Many species of wildlife are on the verge of extinction from India because of now because of the reasons why the some of the species are on the verge of extinction in India. That is poaching, that is illegal hunting or capturing of wild animals. The next one is pollution due to chemical and industrial waste, acid deposits, introduction of alien species. So because of pollution also, it is the reason, and the rapidly occurring deforestation. So cutting down of the forest, then pollution and illegal hunting or smuggling. These are the reasons why many of the species are on the verge of extinction in India. The government of India has set up number of national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, and biosphere reserve for the protection of wildlife and forest in India. So India government has taken many steps to uh, provide to prevent the uh, uh, to retain the species of wildlife in India. A sanctuary is a natural area where wildlife can live in their natural surroundings. It is a place where the wildlife can survive in natural surroundings. A national park is a like a sanctuary, except here cattle grazing is not allowed. Only the difference is that cattle grazing is not allowed here. Both the parks and sanctuaries provide the animals with protection and natural environment in which they can thrive. So both the parks and sanctuary provide the natural environment for the wildlife with the protection and natural environment so that they can survive there. Some areas which are outstanding in the diversity of their vegetation and their wildlife has been identified as bioreserve. Entire ecosystem is protected within their reserve. In 1973, Project Tiger was launched to save the tiger population in India. Several tiger reserves have been set up under this project. So under this project, several tiger reserves have been set up. In 1991 to 92, Project Elephant was launched to protect the Asiatic elephant. The different types of projects were time to time taken steps for the protection of the wildlife. So these are the, you can see the cactus, coffee bees, then teak. These are the animals. Now we will see the in which country do equatorial forest occupy a greater area between the two countries. Which country occupy a greater area? What would be the reason behind it? Now the answer is Brazil. What is the reason? Equatorial forest occur in region which get plenty of rainfall all around the year. So throughout the year, where it rains, the equatorial forests are found. Since the equator passes through Brazil, the climate in the north part is hot and humid. The rainfall is mostly conventional type. This type region has long duration of bright sunlight and factors are suitable for equatorial forest. So all the factors which are suitable for forest growing of this forest are found in the Brazil. Which type of forest found in India are not found in Brazil? So the only one forest is that is the Himalayan forest, which is found in only India and not in Brazil. Which type of forest found in Brazil are found in India too? Many forests are there: evergreen forest, deciduous forest, and thorny shrub forest. So these are the forests which are found in Brazil and India both countries. Which country, in which country a greater diversity of vegetation is found? What is the reason behind it? The answer is Brazil. Greater diversity is found in Brazil because latitudinal extent of Brazil is more than India. Yes, latitudinal extension of Brazil is more than India. The equatorial and Tropic of Capricorn both passes through it. So the equator is also passing a Tropic of Capricorn. Hence, Brazil experiences tropical as well as temperate type of climate. Hence, Brazil experiences tropical as well as temperate climate. Most of the Brazil lies under the equatorial rainforest because these regions receive rainfall throughout the year and lot of sunlight is also present. So equatorial forests are found more in Brazil. Considering the climate and vegetation type, in which country will forest-based occupation flourish? So, considering the climate and vegetation type, forest-based occupation will flourish in Brazil. Why? Because more forest, equatorial type of forest, such type of forests are found in the Brazil. Now just we'll see what we have learned. We just have the revision. Now in Brazil, we have seen four major type of forests. That is equatorial forest, tropical grassland, swampy land, hot deciduous forest, thorny shrubs, and temperate grassland. So these were the types of forests we have seen in the Brazil. Now the reason for variation in rainfall in Brazil is the physiography. Type of forest in region where it rains throughout the year. Type of forest is evergreen rainforest, and that is in the Brazil. Type of forest in region where it rains during the certain season. Type of forest, which type of forest are found when it rains in particular season? That is the grasses, short shrubs, thorny vegetation are found. This type of plants are found in that vegetation. This type of vegetation is found in that particular region where it rains on particular season only. Largest number of vegetation species are found in Brazil. The largest species are found in Brazil. Trees found in Brazil. The trees are pau Brazil, rubber, mogania, rosewood, and orchid. So these are the trees found in Brazil. Rainforest of Brazil are the lungs of world. The rainforest of Brazil are called as the lungs of the world. Now in Indian vegetation, the forests are the different type of forests are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny shrubs, Himalayan forest, coastal forest. So these are the type of forests we have seen in India. So the leaves of the trees in evergreen forest are broad and green. In evergreen forest, broad and green leaves are found. Type of wood of tree found in evergreen forest: hard, heavy, and durable. So the wood is very hard, heavy, and durable. Trees having hardwood which is heavy and durable. The trees names are mahogany, rosewood, and rubber. These are the trees which are having hardwood, heavy, and they are durable. In the region, the rainfall is between 1,000 to 2,000 decidual forest is found. Trees found in the decidual forest of India, which are the trees teak, bamboo, banyan. These are the trees found in the decidual forest of India. Now, regions having less than 500 millimeters of rainfall, the vegetation found is like the thorny shrub. This type of vegetation is found. Type of plant found in the regions having less than 500 millimeters of rainfall, that is catechu, acacia, and kejri. These are medium altitude and foothill. So we have seen the type of forest growing in India and Brazil. Okay. So we have finished with the revision of the lesson, the natural vegetation. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you
Hello,
so much.
thank you, ma'am.